Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to work on some meatball subs, and I've made this recipe before. This one's going to be a little bit different. I think last time we used homemade meatballs. This time we're going to use these frozen meatballs. We've tried them once before in another recipe and we liked them okay. So we're going to try them with this recipe. Your main secret to meatball subs in a tight budget kind of way would be to use hot dog buns. And the best ones to use, you can do any brand. This is the brand I used here. They're top sliced, and that's the ones that you need. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your meatballs, homemade or not. You're going to cook them in your favorite sauce. Then you're going to take your buns, go ahead and split them a little bit. I put some garlic butter on mine. I did a little bit of melted butter with a little bit of garlic powder. But if I used unsalted butter, which I didn't, if I used unsalted butter, we would do unsalted butter and garlic salt. So that's always a little side note there. This was salted butter with garlic powder. And I just put just a little bit of garlic powder, just enough to get a little essence of garlic. And then I put them under low roll just for a few minutes, just to kind of, I want to give the bread a little bit of flavor. And then I need to toast them a little bit. Toasting kind of helps hold the meat in. It's not, you know, foolproof, but it does help. So that's what I did. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take some of these off here because we're only going to do so many. And we're going to stick these in the broiler again, or under the broiler again. And this time, all we're going to have to do is add our cheese, and we're basically done. So what I typically like to do is I like to use provolone slices. And so what I'll do here is we'll take the provolone slice or two, and we'll put it on the bread like that. Like that. And I'm only going to do a few of these with two slices. Just like that. So one family member doesn't want all that excess cheese, so we're going to leave that off for him. And then usually, since these are smaller, these little meatball subs, we just put a few on here, and hopefully the cheese is going to melt and these are going to drop down like they're supposed to. Last time I think I used brioche buns, and this time I'm just using these regular sweet Hawaiian buns. So a little bit different, and I think they're a tad bit smaller. So I'm not going to worry about putting any extra sauce on here yet until I take these out of the oven. So usually 3 meatballs per little sub is enough. So I'm going to get these under the broiler and I'll come right back. Okay y'all, this is a finished product. It didn't take but just a few minutes to melt this and warm it up. And then I paired it with some fries, and that's going to be dinner tonight. You could really pair it with anything. Mac and cheese would probably be a little too much. Maybe some fries or some chips or something like that. Or any type of appetizer, finger food type things would be fun too. But real easy and simple, and you don't have to buy expensive rolls or whatever to have a meatball sub. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a very old recipe that I did back years ago. Green chili enchiladas. The only thing is I forgot to pick up some green chilies. We're going to substitute that today for, or with some chopped jalapenos that are pickled. So you just need a small 4-ounce can of green chilies. If you're going to add green chilies, which, you know, I prefer that, but like I said, didn't have any. So I'm going to go ahead with this recipe anyway. You're going to take 2 large chicken breasts. You could do 3 if they're kind of smallish. And you're going to cook them and chop them up. Or you can, what do you call it? I can't even think today. Shred them. Couldn't think. We're going to go ahead and get everything heated up in this skillet. It's literally a 4 or 5 ingredient type recipe. If you use 2 very large or 3 not small but medium to large breasts, you can do 1 whole brick of 8-ounce cream cheese. Because I always hate that last little bit of cream cheese brick that you don't use. Like a third of it, like there's a tablespoon left. So I just go ahead and make a little bit extra chicken. And then that way I can put it all together. Alright. So we're going to put this on medium-high heat while we're sitting here waiting for that to kind of melt. I did soften the cream cheese in the microwave a little bit. You're going to use about 1/3 of a can of green enchilada sauce to mix with this. You can use red, but this is, you know, green enchiladas. So, and I like the green better. My whole family likes the green better than the red. So we're going to mix this together. Now, usually what I do at this point right here, and that's not in my original recipe, I don't think. I'll put a little bit of cumin in this. Just a little bit of cumin. Just half a teaspoon or so. And then I had a little bit of chili powder. Not much. Probably a little bit more than the cumin. So closer to a teaspoon. Let's stir all this up. Now what you want to do is you want to heat this up just a little bit. Just warm it up. Mix it all together. Help everything come together. I'll put a little bit of salt in this. And I'm going to add a sour cream as well. You don't have to add sour cream. If you feel like it's creamy enough, you can go with that. But I want to get rid of this little bit of sour cream that I have. So I'm just going to put that in there. Probably 1/3 of a cup or so. Maybe a half. I'm sorry, this seems really... I seem all over the place. Just really busy in the kitchen today. Alright. 1/3 of a cup to a 1/2 of a cup of sour cream. If you want to. You don't even have to do that. You can leave it out. And it won't change anything. Okay. This just makes it a little bit more creamier. I'm trying to think. Did I forget anything? Nope. I think that's it. Okay. So, how much is this going to make? It just varies. So I'm going to use the fajita size flour tortillas. Is this size, the smaller ones. Okay, and then we're going to fill those. And I'll show you the rest of the recipe. Hold on a second. Let me move the camera. I knew I was forgetting something. Go ahead and add your green chilies or your jalapenos right before you start stuffing your tortillas. And I've already done that. I'm just stirring them up real quick. This recipe goes really quickly. It spends more time in the oven than it does anything. So let me move the camera and then I'll show you the stuffing process. Okay, so as you can see, I put just a little bit of the enchilada sauce in the bottom of the pan to prevent sticking. And then you're going to get about a tablespoon or so of... I'm trying to remember how I used to wrap these. I think I just... I don't even know. Those look like burritos. I think we just used to just stick them in there. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Sorry, y'all. It's just been a long time since I made them. So we just roll them up, seam side down. And then probably what's going to happen is I'm going to have another pan full, because that's usually what happens. I'm trying to roll them up like a burrito. They go really quick and they taste really good. They won't be dry. They're going to be more of a wet tortilla, so keep that in mind. Let's get some more of these. And you could get bigger ones, I guess, and then you can stuff them more full. But these tortillas are the ones I always buy, this size, no matter what we're having, making, whatever. And they're usually the cheapest ones as well. So you just try to get a 9x13 pan just as full as you can. I sprayed it first, then I put the enchilada sauce in the bottom so that it hopefully won't stick as bad. And then you need to preheat your oven to 375 so that it's ready to go. Okay. So then you're going to pour the rest of your, hopefully y'all can see, let me turn it this way, the rest of your sauce, but I'm fixing to have to make some more. So I'm not going to pour all this on these. I'm just going to cover them just lightly. Okay. And I've got some cheese that I shredded earlier in the week. And I'm going to put these on there. Let me get just a little bit more sauce. Usually you want these kind of swimming in the sauce a little bit. But like I said, I'm going to have to make another pan full because I got a lot more filling. So 375 until these are hot and bubbly and cheese is melted. I'm putting cheddar and pepper jack mix on top. You do not have to do that. You could just do cheddar, is fine. Or whatever cheese that you prefer. And I'm going to cover this with foil. And we're going to have some enchiladas. 375 until it's hot, bubbly, and the cheese is melted. I'll be back when it's done. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. They always turn out real good. And they're so good. We just love them. You don't have to do this, but you can fix them up just like you would regular burritos, enchiladas, you know, whatever. Some black olives would be yum. But right now I've just got some little green onions. It's perfect dinner, and they're so good. I end up making about, let's see, 1 9x13 pan plus a 2-quart pan too. So they're so good. Kids love seeing them coming, but we don't normally typically put anything on top. I just did that to show y'all that you could garnish it if you would like, and you can also add some salsa. That would be yummy too. Okay, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.